Namaste friends. Today I want to discuss something about the concentration. We all know that there is much more importance of this concentration in our life, in our daily life and daily routine. We all understand the use of concentration. Today I want to discuss about the concentration, how much it is important, and what is how you can improve this, what is the benefits and what is the loss, and all these things I want to discuss first. First thing is that if we are concentrated, then we can do our work efficiently. We can progress much in our work, and if we much more concentrated, it definitely will help us to understand something clearly, visualize something, and to figure out an idea which can help us to utilize this concept in the upcoming days. But somehow sometimes it happens that we want to concentrate our mind but we fail to do it. For example, if want to study, then sometimes it happens that I don't just try to be concentrated. I just try. Sometimes it happens that I or anyone else will be distracted by some voice, some no something happened in nearby area, or someone just call us, or someone create any hindrance in our work. At that time we just become distracted. And sometimes it also happens that if I am doing my work, I am studying, but in this time I'm not much more concentrated. So it happens that I just try to see some videos in YouTube, and but we want to see the video for sometimes we make this promise, but unfortunately we see for a long time. So these are something which also which happens as a drawbacks of lacking concentration. And there are so many things which can help us to improve our concentration. For example, if I am solving any question of mathematics, at that time we should be much more, or I should be much more concentrated our work, and we should try to utilize your whole capacity whatever we have and try to be much more focused. This is the only way to improve our concentration. We can do meditation. We can also adopt some yogas which can also help, will be helpful for us, because fitness is very important. If we don't have, then it becomes very difficult to concentrate. Or it can there can be another things. For example, if we are reading any newspaper or any pages, at that time we try to count the lines of uh, those paragraphs, then definitely it will help us. Because if we are counting all these things, then definitely we are using our concentration. Sometimes we fail to count those lines, so two times we should try to count and try to compare that this is correct according to previous I counted. And there are so many things can be done. For example, if we do practice of this, after sometimes we can also do another practical, like we try to count the words in one paragraph. We try to count the uh, uh, alphabets, how many alphabets are there. So these things definitely will help us to improve our concentration, and we can perform well in our work. Generally it happens that if we are doing any work, I am taking the work of study. If I am studying and 20 and I'm not much more interested in the in this work, sometimes I try to study, but those things is not coming to my mind. I try to utilize myself completely, but it happens that we fail to understand those things. We revise again those things. For example, I am solving this question of mathematics, and the question of 4 or 5 lines. Generally it happens that if we are studying the first 2 lines, then it happens that when we go in the 3 lines, third lines, we forget about the first and second, and we again read those things. I think this is also drawbacks of the concentration. If you are much more concentrated doing our work, we should be focused there and try to visualize those things and use the mind as well as possible. And generally it happens that if we are doing our work, at that time we are not mentally present there. This is also one thing uh, which also diminish the concentration. If I am here, I am doing some work, I should be mentally present as well. To be only physically present, this is not sufficient. Otherwise we will commit so many mistakes, and it's maybe we can be scolded by some people, or we can miss any good news and good information. So definitely it can affect us in the upcoming time. So it is very important to be concentrated to understand. And if we are facing any problem, we should try to share these things with the friends, and then definitely they can help us to solve these problems and to grow. Because I think this is a problem most of the students or people face in their work. So if we try to concentrate and try to understand its utility, then definitely this can be helpful for us. So thank you friends.